Okay, hello. This is crazy. Okay, so this is the first of possibly several videos in Quarantine's Lessons with Liz. Has a nice little ring to it, some alliteration, love that for us. Something I've learned, one of the lessons I've learned, also I've only been in quarantine for like 5 days, but I'm an extrovert. I leave the house at least twice a day for sanity purposes, not even because I have to, but like if I don't have something planned, I have to go do something because like I can't just be at the house all day. That's changing clearly. North Carolina just announced their stay-at-home order, which is in effect till April 29th or April 30th. So if we have to go to the grocery store, we can go. I think we can technically travel if we're going to go to like public parks and stuff, but like I have parks in my neighborhood and all that fun jazz. So I'll be home for a while. All that to say, the lesson I have learned is that there are so many things that I've always wanted to do that I've never done because it's not essential. So I get my essential stuff done and then I go out and do things because that's my goal every day, is to be able to go out and do something with people because I love people. So now that I don't have that option, I am doing all those things, or some of those things I would never have done. And one of them is create videos. I've always wanted to create videos where I can just share my heart, just kind of talk, chat, because the cool thing is you can watch it and enjoy it. And if you don't, you just don't watch it. It's a win-win. So anyway, today's first lesson are just going to be some tips that I have on planning out your schedule for doing school at home. I was homeschooled my whole life, so this has actually not been a crazy transition for me. The whole dance thing has, because I've never done dance on my 4-year before. Like doing ballet by my front door is a little bit strange. Other than that, very used to this whole scheduling out every week, what I'm supposed to get done, assignments, checking things off, stuff like that. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips on how I've organized things. I have a bullet journal, which I'm like super late to the game. That was like a big thing like 3 years ago. I don't know. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to buy a planner. I'm just really picky with the way I organize things. And so being able to create my own has been really great, especially because what my bullet journal and scheduling needed to look like while I was at school is different now that I'm here. And so because you do each month spreads before each month, I hadn't gotten to April yet, so I was able to organize and like situate things that worked really well for April. I'm babbling. So here is my first week of April planned out. Sorry I can't get it all in one shot. So what I've done is for the entire month of April, I have already gone in and put certain things that are due. So I have a ballet goals paper that's due, which technically means that I should have done it today because it's due tomorrow. Haven't done it yet. It's gonna happen, I promise. And that's done for all of April. Have all those assignments due. And then for my to-do, I do this at the beginning of every week. And so I kind of list out what I'm gonna do each day to be able to finish what I have to do that week for all of my classes. So I just kind of know how long it takes me to do things personally. I know, I should probably do this on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. Another idea is to kind of make your workload a little bit heavier on Monday and Tuesday and a little bit on Wednesday, because you're going to be so tired and ready to be done. And so if you have less to do on Thursday and Friday, it's going to be way easier. And then here I have plans. So right now, it's things like when I have my different Zoom classes, and I'm starting guitar. Shout out to Andrew Mullen, who's doing Zoom guitar. Super excited. So I'm taking lessons for that. Like during a normal, non-house arrest situation, I would put like meeting with a friend or, XYZ, plans that you have, things you're doing, places you're going. And I have this week, so I just have little things that I don't really want to plan out, but I'm like, oh, I should start painting the kitchen because I'm doing that for my mom. And I want to read more. So because having those little reminders of things to do, but they aren't necessarily time sensitive, and I don't want to actually like schedule them out, Okay, so I kind of have 6 ideas of things that will hopefully help you get through this time of self-isolation, quarantining, and doing school at home. I just happen to have 6, so sorry for all you people who need things in like 5, 10, 3, sorry. Okay, so the first one is changing your workspace. So you have your whole house, for the most part, as an option, including outside. So I would suggest not doing school in your room. I personally work better when I'm around people, so I've set up my stuff in the dining room. It's kind of like in the middle of everything happening, but also off to the side, so I'm not like in the way. You can do school outside. Like guys, who said homeschooling is boring? Like we can do school outside. We can do whatever we want. It's great. Some of you, it might work better to do school in your room because it's more kind of away from everyone else and quiet. I know for me, I would fall asleep or get depressed if I was in that room, so I'm not doing school there. Finding a specific space to do your school is helpful because then when you're there, you're like, okay, it's time to work. Like, I'm here, this is my workspace. And then also, if you need to change the space that you're working throughout the day because you're like, I'm tired of seeing my wall right here, or I'm tired of seeing that one picture in front of me, you know, just kind of moving around and stuff like that. Second suggestion is setting a goal for when you want to finish your schoolwork that day. Because if not, it's super easy to procrastinate, and trust me, when you've kind of been dolling around your house doing things like whenever you get the whim to, and it's 7 o'clock at night and your friend was watching a movie, or you just want to eat dinner, or you're just done for the day, you're going to be like, man, really wish I'd finished at 4. That way, once you know that you're done, and you can do whatever else you want to do the rest of the day, whatever else you need to do the rest of the day, kind of move on to something new, and that way it doesn't feel like your entire day is school or your entire week was school. You kind of have that limit for yourself. Suggestion number 3, take breaks. For me personally, I like to take breaks after each task is completed. I can't stop in the middle of a task or like move on to something else before I finish something, because then it's like, to me, I wasted my time because it was like I spent an hour working on this and I'm moving on, but I'm not even done. So I just wasted that hour. Which doesn't actually make sense, but it's just the way my brain works. So I have to finish a task, check it off, and then I can take a break. But taking breaks is super important. Eating a snack, chatting with your fam, checking your phone, sitting outside for a little bit. Just a little something so that your brain doesn't just totally explode with all of this stuff that we're doing. Take breaks. Okay, suggestion number 4. If it's a beautiful day outside, or basically if it's not raining, and even if it is raining, do it. Go outside. Having time outside is going to be really important because we need vitamin D, we need to be in the fresh air. Being cooped up in a house is not ideal. So I don't know what everyone is kind of going through with, like, if it's safe to be outside, whatever. Our stay-at-home order for North Carolina just went into effect a couple days ago, but we can still go to parks, we can still go on walks outside. You can drive to public parks, so you can still drive for that. Or like there's a park in my neighborhood. I had some friends come over and we walked a good distance apart to the park. We set up our own individual blankets, we brought our own lunches, and we just sat and spent some time together on a beautiful Saturday, which was super good for my soul because, wow, let me tell you, it was getting really hard and I was like, Lord Jesus, we need help. So that was really good. So spending some time outside, going for walks, try to get your family to go for a walk. We've been doing family walks, which is like super kind of cheesy, but also I love it. Exercise, time in the sun, fresh air, what could go wrong? Okay, my 5th suggestion is some social interaction. Wait, how can we have social interaction? There's social distancing, quarantining, and self-isolating. There are many, many ways. That's a lie. There are really only a few ways. However, those ways are still effective. One would be talking with your family. What novel idea. We have the amazing opportunity as college students who are now at home to spend more time talking to our family and interacting with our family. I know that for some people this is great, for some people it's super hard because you're not super close to your family, you don't get along with them, but honestly at the end of the day, you're stuck at your house. It is what it is, and so you can either make a hard situation better or worse, and that's kind of up to you. Calling friends, FaceTiming friends, Marco Polo, I love Marco Polo, highly recommend. I really enjoyed like watching what other people are doing and like how they're dealing with what everyone is going through together right now. So that's been really cool, doing more on that. Yeah, that's basically it. Not a whole lot there for social interaction, but it's still very important. Okay, and lastly is time for yourself. So as an extrovert, I have put more pressure on, okay, I need to get out, I need to talk to people, I need to be around people, I need to have some sort of social interaction as much as I can right now because that's like what I need. But at the same time, some people who are super introverted and are now home with a big family and they feel like they can never get away, need to find time to kind of do stuff by themselves and on their own. Kind of maybe spend time like learning those skills or like doing those things you never did because you were always so busy. So taking time for yourself is super important. I like getting up early in the morning so I can do devotions and drink my coffee. You can do it outside if it's a nice day, or like at your kitchen table, in your room, or going for a walk in the neighborhood by yourself. My older sister is an introvert, and so she's been going on like hour-long walks by herself because she needs that time alone. Just totally understandable. So just making sure that you don't overwhelm yourself by being around people constantly is super important for your sanity, and also just, wow, what amazing things we can cultivate now that we just have the time. I mean, teach yourself a new skill. You can take more time sketching. You can spend more time in the Word. You can spend more time reflecting. For us dancers, you can spend some more time choreographing. Like after everyone goes to bed, I'll turn on some music and just kind of improv in my foyer. It's a new series I want to start. Small space, big thoughts. We'll see if that continues. I've done one so far. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like we have been given the opportunity on a silver platter to do something different with our day-to-day lives. And I think that if we miss that, don't miss that. Okay, so that is it for this episode of Quarantine Lessons with Liz. I hope this was helpful to someone and that you somehow enjoyed this video. Even if you don't enjoy these videos, even if nobody watches them, ooh, low power. Even if nobody watches them, it's great for me because I feel like I'm talking to someone, which I need. Let me know if there are any other video ideas that you have. I kind of want to talk about just little things that I'm learning along the way, but if you have any other ideas of things you want to hear about, please tell me because I would love to try to do something with those ideas. Also, wish me luck on editing because Lord knows I am not a techie person, which is one of the reasons I've never done videos before because I'm like, I don't know. So wish me luck because I'm about to go try to edit this and who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen. Anyway, to all my Belhaven friends, I miss you guys so much. Like so much. Can't wait till I get to see you all soon. And best of luck out there to everyone who's trying to do school at home and adjust to all these changes. We're all in this together. We can do this. Okay, update on the editing stuff. I figured some stuff out, okay? So we're making progress. The next video, I should be able to make a little bit more exciting. Maybe be able to insert some different clips here and there. I don't know, we're just gonna explore and see what happens. I might have to do it on my laptop and not my phone because I'm doing it on a phone app right now and that's just a whole stitch. But you don't care about that. So anyway, yeah, it's coming along. Thanks for hanging in there with me.